A world leader as the Prime Minister addressing the AGM is fantastic, and that, I guess, is a reflection of the importance of aviation in this country being attached by the Indian government.
The incremental reforms that have taken place that has opened up the country, you've benefited hugely from that now, haven't you?
You know, India is changing, and with the vision of the government to develop the Indian economy, aviation is seen as an integral part of that. So be it the developments in infrastructure, be it changing of policies, making sure that we keep going forward. New airports are opening, new airport in Delhi is opening, new airport in Mumbai is opening. So all these parts are extremely important, and we have seen both in the metros as well as to these smaller communities when the government schemes to help these communities connecting. We see a surge of traffic.
IndiGo was a highly successful airline when you became CEO. So it's not like you had to join and become a turnaround merchant here. But you have, in a sense, shifted the emphasis of the airline, growing domestically but also internationally.
Yeah, the ambition really, when I joined 3 years back, was to take IndiGo from a domestic operator into a global airline. So all the steps we're taking are part of that vision.
When you say a global airline, what do you mean? Because if you're going to be a global airline, you're going to need a global business class, flatbed, front cabin, larger aircraft, all of those sort of things. That if you want to play in the big league.
You know, we take step by step, and the base. Yeah, that's true, Richard. Look what we've done in the past 3 years. It's, and I say that in all modesty, but also with a lot of pride. We've introduced a domestic business class, but we've done it only on the sectors where it's needed. We have ordered our wide-body aircraft. We have started the loyalty program. 6 months ago it was launched. Today we have 3 million members. We have signed up partnerships deals, and today a very big one with Delta, Virgin, Air France, KLM. So all these steps are building blocks or pieces of the puzzle, if you wish, to fulfill that mission. And then how the product in 2030 exactly will look, that will take its own time. But we're committed and convinced that these steps will help us to reach that goal.
Who is your main competitor? I was going to say, is it Air India?
You know, there's different competitors, obviously. In India itself, the Air India group clearly is the largest competitors. But more and more, we are competing, of course, with operators outside India.
But don't you find it fascinating that both of the major airlines in India are undergoing massive transformation, in a sense, and therefore will be much harder competitors against each other and others?
Exactly, but I would like to emphasize and others. For a country of the size of India to have two large international operators, I mean, how many international operators does Europe have, the US or China? So for a country of our size to have two large international operators, yes, there's competition, like there's competition between United and Delta. We're competing between IndiGo and Air India, and that's perfectly fine. But there is space for having strong Indian operators, and yes, we compete hefty on the domestic network and even international, and that's perfectly fine. Competition will all make us better, sharper, and making sure that we keep running hard.
You always talk to me about your competitor is the train. Your competitor is people not travelling at all. That's what the big difference is now in this country, isn't it?
We allow access to air travel, which people had to travel by train in the past. If you go from the northeast to the south, it takes you 2 days by train. It takes you now 3 hours by plane. So that value proposition, if you have cost leadership, and we have cost leadership, and you have a fit-for-purpose product, the potential is just enormous. The fact that China, with the same population, has 4 times as much seats per capita just underlines the opportunity for us to continue to build on that.